A lot of you guys play SCP-3008 on the daily. So many people are in love with the infinite Ikea. But when you're a fresh survivor, you're new to the Ikea, you barely spawned in, you probably don't really know what to do. The game may seem like it's structured around furniture, it may seem like a simple sandbox game, but the reality is there's so much that goes into it. And the funniest thing is there's no rules at all, there's no set terms saying you should do this or that. But before we go any further, for those who need an intro, howdy, Raid here, welcome back to an all new video, and today we're basically just going to be getting into the best tips in SCP-3008 on Roblox. Pretty much like I said, the things that you should or shouldn't do. So of course, lay back and enjoy. And in no way is this video like a base tutorial video, this is just some of the things you shouldn't do, and this is pretty much the most important one. First of all, you should always be careful with your bases. Don't make them too cluttered, but also don't make them too naked. Like, this base is super minimalistic, it feels barren. Now you might say, Raid, what if this base was griefed? Well then, you really can't do anything. It doesn't matter if your base was griefed, doesn't matter how your base looks, there's not much to do against griefing. But what I'm talking about is the really cluttered up bases. You guys have seen those bases, it's kind of like this food over here. It's literally walls on walls on walls on walls. And when you've got so much defense but no backup strategy, you kind of get messed up. What I'm talking about now is that you always need a back door. Now, whoever created this base right here, they were super smart. You always got to keep the game cubes in the back door. Let's say an employee bursts through like this one right here. We get the GameCube and we dip. You run over to the neighbor's house. Hey, Mike, you got milk? Boom! And you're in. Just be really careful when making your bases. Don't let them be all cluttered up. This is a good example of an amazing base. Like, this is just beautiful. If this had a ceiling, you could lock it up, add a small little escape door, and you're chilling. Now, I'm going to take this GameCube, just leave it here for somebody else to find. Hopefully somebody can enjoy this base. So as you guys know, food and medkits are pretty much the most important things to keep you alive. But when you see a bunch of food, what do? Do you just go, F, grab it all, grab it all, grab it all? That is not what you do. All you have to do is kind of take a quick look at the food and get the smartest items. Don't just get a bunch of Ditos because your stomach wants some Ditos and some pizza. Get a couple medkits, get something good that will give you energy. Try to get as many meatballs as you can. Get like 3 medkits and start off on that. Also, try to be a lot neater with your food. It doesn't usually create a lot of lag, but personally, I've seen some crazy lag from people just stacking tons of food on top of each other. You basically don't want a tower of meatballs going up into the sky. It's just not useful at all. So don't go overload on the food. Just go easy on it, not too much, not too little, and always get meatballs. Now, it may seem like a normal morning, we've only got 1 employee, but if we look inside of this base, these people tried to keep an employee in their base. Now, I understand you guys might keep an employee and be like, oh, this is Kevin, he's my best friend, he's my pet. But no, employees are not pets. Why would you even want an employee like that? Like, dude, who made this employee so thick? It's just weird. So this is my friend Admin right here. Let's say Admin is a griefer. If Admin runs in and removes all of the couches, and it's the middle of the night, you've got an employee running rampant in your base, and you're practically dead. Now, Admin wouldn't do this, he's a nice little banana monkey man, he's very polite, but you'll never know who can run around this Ikea. Like, look at this, you kick this employee, boom, the employee, come on, start moving. Yeah, I'm saying move for the video. Basically, the employee is out. At first, we had a little technical difficulty there, but you'll basically have an employee running around and look at Admin. Go, go, go. Admin versus employee. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Never mind. Just don't have an employee as a pet, guys. Now, this may seem like common sense, but if you have an employee running after you, never run to another person's base. This employee may be trying to kill me, but it's really, really horrible if you just run with it to another person's base. You're practically being a griefer. Now, I can't tell you what to do. Maybe you want to do a little trolling, bring some employees to other people's bases, but think about it. How would you feel if somebody did that to you? I mean, then again, it's just a game, but still, if you want to be polite, Don't bring employees into other people's bases. Try to get them as far as possible and just run away from them. I love how I say that as soon as I get murked by the employee, I just get absolutely demolished. So scavenging is when you're basically outside of your base looking for resources. Maybe you need lemons, maybe you need water, maybe you're looking for a brand new TV or a new GameCube. Anybody can scavenge, you run outside of your base, you try to get as far as possible, far away from home base, thousands of meters away from your waypoint. Usually going by yourself is the quickest thing, but when you're running, you don't know what to do, you gotta return to base and it slowly turns night. You're lost, you're afraid, you're cold, and as a scavenger who's outside in the wild, it is your job to run back to your base ASAP. Now, whether you've memorized what pillar your base is near, maybe you can see the lights in the distance, or you might actually be smart enough to place a waypoint. Also, quick tip, to place a waypoint, just press T, you got the waypoint menu open, make a name, choose a color, an icon if you want to show the name and distance, and then create the waypoint, and boom, it's right there. Now I've got this small little employee. Oh my god, you are so short, just running after. No! Don't hurt the penguin! Don't hurt the penguin, you monster! You will not hurt the penguin. But as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, you can use lots of different methods to find your way back home. And of course, if you're lucky, all that sweet, sweet goodness that you were scavenging can come home with you. So this one can impact people a lot differently, but if you play a lot of SCP-3008 and you don't have the best gaming machine, the game isn't like hardware heavy, especially as a Roblox game, but if you ever experience any lag, first of all, just turn off camera shake. Sometimes people think that camera shake is lag when it just makes the camera look ugly and shake. If you really just don't want your computer to lag at all, you can just lower your Roblox graphics quality. Usually that helps. It does make your game look really plasticky, but hey, at least you can still enjoy the rock's full beauty eating those delicious pancakes. Speaking of pancakes, if you guys got this far in the video, go comment pancake down in the comments below. And also, this base is actually really, really nice. You've got a nice low door, a simple little design, and of course the PC is running lag free. And if you don't like stuff on your screen, you can just click on that to disable tips. But in terms of lag, lowering your graphics should fix that pretty well. And I know this video wasn't a super extensive encyclopedia for Roblox SCP-3008 with every single tip to ever exist, but the cool thing is that you guys can comment what I missed down below. Are there any tips that you guys think other players should know? Comment them down below.